Hello everyone, welcome to the channel update for April. I hope everyone's March went well. I am re-recording this because of some audio problems in the original attempt, so let's go ahead and dive right in, talk about what's been going on the channel and what's coming. So the first thing to talk about is, of course, last month, basically right with the first video, um, the first of the month, I mean, with the update video. We started Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers edition, with a new update that made it work better, and of course, when I got it last year and intended to play it, it didn't work on Windows 7, which is what I was running at the time. Now I'm on Windows 10, so it's been working quite well so far. I have not had any problems, so I am really enjoying the remaster. I would, at this point, I would recommend it. I can't say, like, I can't really compare it to what it was like before, but at this point, I would recommend it. So, I am definitely having a good time with it. Xenoblade Chronicles, we are close to the end. I probably said that last month. I don't know. It's basically just some side quests and other kind of like super bosses to fight, and then we're on to the end. Um, it's not post game because like when people say post game, that tends to be like um, you finish the game, now you can just wander around the open world or go fight super bosses or something like that. But it's more like a DLC type additional story or something like that. I don't know anything about it story wise or anything like that, so. I haven't decided if we'll do that right away. I'll do it eventually, but for sure. But I haven't decided if I will do that right away, just because it's the LP's been going on for a long time. We're basically at 2/3 of the year in Xenoblade Chronicles. It'll definitely be a little bit over 2/3 by the time I finish. So, yeah. I don't know. I may need to, I may feel like I just got to put it to bed and then come back to that stuff later. As it is, I didn't really know what I was in store for because I have very much went into it blind. Xenoblade Chronicles. I had not looked into any of it because I didn't have any of the consoles that could play it, and I didn't have any active plans to get the consoles that could play it. So it very much was just like, um, why look at something that I can't play? Um, and none of the LPers that I regularly follow have done LPs of it. Otherwise, I probably would have watched them. But given all of that, I think that when we do Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and then probably 3 after that, I will probably stream them. Rather than do normal LPs. I think the game works better as a stream type game rather than an LP, just because of how much running around there is. There's a lot more, like you can. There's more potential for dead air in a game like this, and a stream environment lends itself to just like chatting with the audience. So at this point, I'm leaning towards streams for 2 and 3 when I get to them, but I'm not sure at this point. It's certainly far enough off that I'm not going to worry too much about it. Dragon Quest Builders is the stream game on Mondays now, so we're playing that. Dragon Quest Builders 1, the first one. I, of course, did Dragon Quest Builders 2 back when it came out. Still hoping for Dragon Quest Builders 3. Considering that there was, 2 years between the first two, and now it's been 5 years or 4 years since 2. It doesn't bode well, I feel like. But it's a real shame if they don't, because they are great games. I am having a blast with it. And to a certain extent, it's kind of a filler until the next Legend of Zelda comes out, Tears of the Kingdom, I think. which is in mid-May. If I'm not done with Dragon Quest Builders at that point, I'll probably move it to Wednesday or Friday or something like that. I'm not sure yet. I'll address that when it comes around. But I do want to dive into Tears of the Kingdom right when it comes out, because I had a lot of fun with Breath of the Wild, and being a new game that tends to generate more audience and stuff like that. So it is definitely a good idea to try diving into new games that you want to play right when they come out, when you're doing this this job essentially. Friday sees a Final Fantasy II Pixel Remaster, and we are almost done with that. I think we got one more stream in that for that, and then that will be wrapped up. And I plan to move on to a Final Fantasy III Pixel Remaster after that. We'll see how it goes. And on Wednesday, our current retro game is the Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap, which I am having quite a bit of fun with. I have no idea how much is left in it at all. I know basically nothing about the game, so we will see how that goes when it goes. It's entirely possible that game will just end, and I will be like, oh, we're done, kind of thing. So we will see. The current Choose Retro Game queue includes Sid Meier's Pirates, Uncharted Waters and New Horizons, Catalina's Story, and Deadly Towers for the NES. Sid Meier's Pirates is specifically no specific version. It's up to me. So I will be making a choice on which version I want to play. I know it's for the NES and the Genesis. I think the Genesis. I don't know if it's for any other systems other than DOS, of course. I know it's on DOS. I will. I'll give it some thought when we wrap up Minish Cap, and I need to dive into that. So we got some piratey games coming, and the Choose a Retro Game queue is open, so if you come on Wednesdays during the Legend of Zelda, you can still get a game in. I will probably close that once the Minish Cap ends, just because I know that Sid Meier's Pirates and Uncharted Waters New Horizons will go for a bit. I have not played either of them, but I'm familiar with both of them. Grimmeth has played tons of Sid Meier's Pirates, including very recently, and Bobo and Zerfall have played through tons of Uncharted Waters. Bobo's played through quite a bit on his own as well, I think. I don't think JG has participated in them. Not that I can recall, at least, but can't always remember these things. And Deadly Towers, I know nothing about. Absolutely zero. I can't even say that I've heard of it, so I will be diving into that completely blind. So do join the retro streams, build up your ham stock, and choose a retro game if you want to see me play something. Specifically, it's NES, SNES, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance currently. Those are the systems that I have the ROMs for, and I don't need to do anything other than choose the ROM, and boom, we're off playing it. So, no... DOS games need setup, and I've never actually played a Genesis emulator in my life. I have played, I think, a grand total of once or twice on an actual Genesis console, literally. I had one friend who lived an hour away from me who owned one, so literally everyone I knew who had consoles had like NES, SNES, or no consoles, or something esoteric, or only had them later kind of thing. So I have no experience with that whatsoever. That is why those 4 consoles are the current limit on the Choose Retro game. Paradigm Hero is still in this queue, even though we finished it months ago, because Zerfall and I have been recording a new series, but that has not gone live yet. I believe he wants to finish up his Chorokyu series, and then he'll be starting that. But it also does give us quite a bit of catalog of videos to go live while we're recording, just in case things come up where we can't record. Like, I mean, we have luckily finished up, if I remember correctly, Paradigm Heru like before Christmas, and Christmas time and New Year's, and then January and some of February were just not great for us time-wise to get together to record. So it worked out really well to have finished that game and then not started something else right away. And this is again one of the reasons why we get these backlogs, because sometimes it can happen where we can't get together for a number of weeks. But I will certainly be creating a playlist and putting it up when that goes live. So do keep an eye out for that. And of course, I'll make a comment in the update video and stuff like that, and on Discord and stuff like that. So go ahead and join the Discord if you're not a member. Lots of conversations there. It's a very friendly environment. The LEGO building streams on Wednesday and Friday are still ongoing. Wednesday tends to be more smaller builds, individual sets, sometimes one or two things that I can finish up in a single stream. Doesn't stretch over to multiple sessions. Friday is the day that I do the big multi-stream builds that take a considerable amount of time. I try to keep anything on Wednesdays to, at most, go from like one Wednesday to the next and then it's done. But I try to get everything done that stream. We did just finish up this past Friday the Daily Bugle set, which is extremely tall. I do need to get some pictures, post them on the Discord, but that will be coming when I get a little bit more free time. And that means that next Friday we will be starting the Eiffel Tower. That was the previous bits goal. We did achieve that, so now that I've finished up the Daily Bugle, that is what we're going to be working on. Probably for 9 to 10 build sessions, my guess, based on the part count. That's what I'm thinking. But we'll see. The next goal that has already started is the Rivendell set that just recently came out, which is absolutely stunning. I'm very excited to get that and build that. So if you want to see me build that and you want to see the that get built, go ahead and join the streams and donate some bits towards that goal. And of course, Saturday, which is the day that I am recording this, although technically it's not Saturday anymore, is still Spelljammer. The party is still trying to get home. They're currently exploring a rogue planet in the Phlogiston, which is always fun to give the players brand new experiences and things of that nature. But that's still going on Saturday, so if you're interested in Dungeons & Dragons, specifically AD&D 2nd Edition and Spelljammer, come along. It's been going on for quite a while. That is most of what's been going on the channel. Oh, nope, don't do that. I misclicked. No. Misclick. Yeah, I accidentally did a double click for the arrow, so it moved and then was like, oh, you want to watch this, huh? No, not while I'm doing an update video. So that's mostly what's going on the channel. There is one interesting thing that I noticed on the analytics, so I do want to go over there and take a look at that. Does anyone know what might have happened on March the 7th that would have brought Neverwinter Nights either as a thing or the AOL version, like, back into the consciousness, because that's a spike. It is doing extraordinarily well. 354% more than the previous 28 days. It's a thing. I mean, most of my videos, especially the number one video, tends to get a few views every month. Some of them, like the number ones, can get upwards of a couple hundred. But this has been 1,000, and I don't know what might have happened. Because, like, if you look at it over here, no returning viewers and 8 new viewers. And that's pretty consistent for a few days. And then, boom, 156 new viewers. Something must have happened that got this into, like, and specifically on March 7th, because the drop-off is, like, there's still a number of people coming in from that with that, but that was something on March 7th. So I have no idea what might have happened on that day. But if anyone knows, I'm very curious. I'm very happy that it's happened, and if anyone is watching this having come to my channel from Neverwinter Nights, do have one new subscriber based on that. Yeah, let me know how you found my channel, because I'm very curious. I don't know if it's something specific to just Neverwinter Nights, like the 3E version of the game, or the AOL, like, you know, probably some article wrote about it or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. If anyone knows, do let me know. So that is mostly what is going on the channel. For those who follow my blog, where I update deities for 2nd edition and do full detailed write-ups, unfortunately I've been extremely busy and was not able to get one done this month. And I've actually been extremely busy for quite a while, and I just barely got the last one done. So no deity this month. Things should be getting straightened out for next time. But no deity this month. My plan is definitely to have one done by next month and get back on track. But I will have to see how that goes. But for those who have been enjoying that, I thank you very much, and I really do appreciate it. Speaking of supporting, you know, me and everything, names scrolling by on the bottom, all of you are supporting me on Patreon. That is very appreciative. I very much do appreciate everyone who supports me that way, and it does ensure that I can continue to produce content, both the streams and the Let's Plays, and it really does mean a lot to me that you guys are willing to support me, because this is my full-time job. This is what I am doing for a living now, and it can be tough sometimes to make ends meet. So if you can support, please do, either here on Patreon, getting a subscription over on Twitch, or joining the channel here with this button, or on any of the videos that has a join button. Please do consider supporting me. There's lots of different tiers that you can do it at. And with Chrono Cross, we are seeing an example of one of the rewards for Patreon, getting characters named after the various patrons. I have more patrons than characters that can be named in Chrono Cross, so that is definitely a thing that the people supporting me at higher tiers are much more likely to get named, again, because it specifically says preferential naming. So, if you, I mean, I'm not done with the game, and I haven't gotten all the characters. I'm rolling randomly as characters come in. So, if you still want to get a character named in that game, higher tier, that's going to do it on Patreon. But I really do want to thank everyone who supports at any level, at any amount, and that includes donating with bits on Twitch, using the super thanks every single video. If one of these videos has really meant a lot to you, or helped you get through a hard time, and you feel inclined to do so, you can use that super thanks to do a one-time donation kind of thing to say thanks for it. That's what it's there for, and I do appreciate it when people use that. So that is mostly it for the update. I am honestly not sure if I covered everything, because looking at the previous one, that was a little bit longer than I'm looking at right now. But I don't plan these out, so I may have forgotten something that I mentioned in that. I don't know. But yeah, so do consider supporting the channel in any of the various ways that are available, if you're so inclined. And if you cannot do so financially, please do remember that liking the videos, watching them fully, and leaving a comment all helps boost the videos up in the search ranks, especially the first videos of any series. Really does go a very long way in getting more viewers into the channel, and that's really the only one, the only real way that the channel grows and gets more viewers, more subscribers, more support, that kind of thing. So even if you can't support on Patreon or one of the other ways, if you're making sure that you're doing those things, and I understand not everyone can comment, not everyone has something to say, not everyone feels like saying something, and that's fine. But the liking of the videos and the watching the video fully are extremely important as well. So please do take advantage of that to support the channel. And I want to thank everyone who has been supporting me. It really does mean a lot to me. Really, really does mean quite a lot. And please join the Discord, join for some of the streams, join the chat, and I hope to see you in the comments and Discord and chat and stuff like that. Thank you very much, everyone. See you in the next update.